Divine Connection Marketing is a 500 Fortune company that can always connect you to the right connection. Check them out.
Businesses all across the planet are looking to make connections with people. Well, guess what? Divine Connections magazine is helping businesses not only walk in their purpose and passion, but to get connected to their potential. That's right. You've got to connect to your potential, and you can make it happen now because it is time to know your worth. As you get connected to people all across the planet, Divine Connections magazine will make it happen. And get featured in the magazine today and get your copy now, because there's no other time than a divine time to get connected to Divine Connections magazine.
Great day, everyone. Hope all is well. I am Deloris Williams with Divine Connections, and make sure you stay connected. We have a great guest coming on today, but first we want to share with you some information from our sponsor. So check it out.
Did you know there's $850 billion available in grants to help your business or nonprofit? Have you applied? Let Imperial Management Group give you a fighting chance in this highly competitive market. IMG specializes in developing award-winning proposals and obtaining grants from government, foundations, and corporations. We can even help you get funding for COVID relief. Could you use $50,000 in free funding? Go to our website and book a consultation right now. We know where the money is.
Well, welcome everyone to Divine Connections Show. We are a magazine that comes out quarterly in print as well as online. I connect with different businesses, entrepreneurs, gospel artists, praise dance, mimes, vendors, pastors, authors, anyone that's doing something great in the community. So I would love to connect with you, and we do that in several ways. We do have the opportunity for you to advertise your business in the magazine, either half page or full page, and your ad will run for 3 months. So we are now open for our next quarterly issue as well. So if you are interested, make sure you text me at 336-338-8903 or email me at divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com. We would love to hear what you are doing in the community to make a significant impact. Awesome. And so the next thing we do are events throughout the year. So once a year, I have about two events a year. One is my annual anniversary, where I bring in choirs and praise dance and mimes and vendors, and we network and worship together. During my 12th magazine anniversary recently, we did celebrating women. So I actually had women speakers as well, and that was phenomenal, and everybody enjoyed that. So the next event that I am having is Saturday, October the 15th, where it's called Bring It. And we are having praise dance, mimes, vendors, and youth vendors. And so I am creating that opportunity for people to come out, share with the audience and the community what they do in praise dance and mimes, as well as entrepreneurs. And of course, we have to include our young people, give them something positive to do, a positive atmosphere, giving God glory. And so I'm excited about it. I am in North Carolina. So if you have a praise dance or a mime vendor or youth vendor in the surrounding areas, or you want to travel here, I would love to connect with you, find out what you do, and see how you can be a part of this next event. So again, the information is below. And then on Wednesdays, but between the hours of 3 and 6 p.m., we interview people to find out who you are and what you do, because we have a lot of great things going on in the community. And so that's another platform that we use. And then our last exciting news that's getting ready to come very, very soon is Divine Connections app. It is coming very, very soon. And I will be working or collaborating with 100 individuals who, one, is kingdom minded, number two, have integrity and character, have a great service or product or ministry or resource. And we're going to get the word out through being on people's phones. We're going to have spoken word night. We're going to be very creative in what we do. So that is coming very soon. If you're interested, make sure you send me information to let me know. And then we'll discuss. Of course, this opportunity is not for everybody. I'm very selective of who I'm choosing for my ambassadors, because there's a certain atmosphere that I would like to have for this app. So if you're interested, simply send me information through text or email. Okay. Next on our agenda, how do you stay connected with Divine Connections? Go to our website and join our email list. Our website is divineconnectionsmagazine.com. Once you join the email list, you'll get all the updates and news of things that's going on with Divine Connections. We also have a Facebook page at Divine Connections Marketing. So go and like that page. We are also on Instagram, so follow us there at Divine Connections. And then we also have a YouTube channel that I would love for you to subscribe to. It's The Divine Connections. And then after you subscribe, make sure you click the notification button so you can be notified whenever we are on, when we have interviews, when we have events, when we have different announcements, when the app is getting ready to come out, all of that good information. So if you want to stay connected, do so at go to our YouTube page and subscribe at The Divine Connections. And don't forget to click the notification button. All right. Also, our magazine is out. It is here. So if you have not received your copy yet, go ahead and order a copy at the website below, divineconnectionsmagazine.com/subscriptions. There we have resources, events, connections, a lot of great things that's going on. Gospel artists, that's Women of Strength. They were actually one of my guests at the event in March, and they did a phenomenal job, and women and men also were blessed. So this is an awesome group to get in touch with for booking as well. Women of Strength. Okay, so great information is in this book. You want to stay connected. All right, so once you go to the website, you can choose for either digital or hard copy. If you do hard copy, you have the option of changing the quantity, and each magazine is $12. So you just change the quantity to how many you need, and the price will change as well, and I will ship it out to you. All right. So make sure you send out to your family, your friends, your churches, your businesses, and help us spread the good news. Also, we're looking for sponsors. So if you have a 30-second or a 60-second commercial already done, we would just like to add it in our platform so we can help you spread the good news about what you are doing. So that is 30-second spot, a 30-second spot. If you have a 30-second commercial already, and it will run for 3 months. So it will be played before or after the interview. Okay. And we will help spread your good news for 3 months for only $150. So if you're interested in that, definitely let us know. Also, if you need a 30-second or a 60-second commercial, we would love to serve you and create one for you. If you're in a business, a ministry, or if you have a book, a gospel group, or even an event coming up, we would love to serve you in that capacity as well. So I've also been blessed to have my book written this year, which is my second book. Is called The Key Connector: How to Build an Empire Helping People. And that's what I have been doing with the help of the Lord with Divine Connections. Of course, I had to have faith, as you see on the front, faith with the key. That is the key to getting work done, to making things and accomplishing things with the help of the Lord. And so there are strategies in here that I have used to get where I am today. All right. So if you're interested in finding out more, go ahead and get the book. It is on Amazon, as well as you can go to the link below, and I will send you out a signed copy if you use the link below. All right. And of course, Christmas is coming in December. You can go ahead and prepare and get some for your family and friends and give them encouragement and motivation. Let people know they are doing some great things out there. And here are some resources. Okay. So I would love for that as well. And the next thing on our agenda, we have just two more announcements, is the journal. Making It Happen journal is here. You are a divine connections because you are, and we're going to journal together this year. God has blessed us and will continue to bless us to do great things this year. So we're going to write the vision and make it plain. And this is called Making It Happen because that is what we are here to do. So what you go to this link below, you can order several copies. It's called Making It Happen. You are a divine connection. So if you would, I would love for you to journal with us and let's make it happen together. And last but not least, we have my store is open. And so with my store, you can go there and you will see shirts and hoodies and bottles and pillows and socks and tote bags. All for you to shop with Divine Connections. And so that's one of our resources and connections that I'm so excited about and blessed to have as well, because you have to be creative to get what you have out there in different ways. Okay, so I'm excited about that. And so now that is our Divine Connections news, and I am grateful for what is next. A young man, Mr. Bryan, is here with under one nation under God. And he's doing great things with that organization and blessing artists. And I've talked to some of the artists. We talked to some of them on a Wednesday, and we have another one today. But I'm excited that I have Bryan here with me. But let me first share with you a clip of the video that he has about One Nation and what they're saying about One Nation. So hold tight and let's peep into what they're saying about One Nation under God.
Hey, I'm Diana Nicole. One Nation under God, what could I say about them? So I was thinking if I could change the words from One Nation under God to something else, but keep the acronym, what would I say? ONUG. So the O. I would say open. One Nation under God has been open with me in three ways. The first way is they have open arms. Since I joined One Nation under God, I don't feel like I'm just an artist that's part of a label. I feel like I'm a member of somebody's family. They're heartfelt and they're genuine, and they accept me for who I am. They don't try to change me or manipulate me and be something else. They just accept me into the family. They've had very open arms with me. The second way that they've been open is that they're always open and honest and transparent. They always tell me the truth. I don't feel like they're ever hiding anything from me. I don't feel like they're ever being shady. I feel like they're just open and honest and transparent group of people. The third way that I would describe One Nation under God as far as the word open is that they've opened so many doors. I've gotten radio interviews since I've been with One Nation under God. I've gotten an opportunity to be on a television show just from being a part of the group. Also, this past month, I got to go down to Las Vegas to sing on a side stage for the Stellar Awards. So there are many doors that have been open for me since I have joined One Nation under God.
Awesome. So I present to you the one and only Mr. Bryan. Erby is here, and we're going to bring him in under One Nation under God. How are you?
Oh, well, how are you today?
Good. Welcome. I am so excited to have you on today to share with the audience who you are and what you do, and to find out more information about what you do, because you are doing great things in the community. You've allowed me to interview some of your artists, and you shared them with me, and they all had good connections and different resources and different testimonies of how you have blessed them in so many ways. So welcome. I am grateful to have you on today.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. So introduce yourself and tell people where you're from.
Okay, my name is Bryan Erby, CEO of One Nation Under God Records. I currently reside in the Atlanta, Georgia area, from Chicago, Illinois. Just have a love for music, which actually developed over the years. I felt like I lost music for a while, but then
Mm-hmm.
God put it back in my ear. So just our whole goal, our whole mantra, our whole momentum is to help create avenues for independent artists, to help independent artists strive in this music business.
Awesome, awesome. And how long have you been doing this?
This is actually going on 19 years for me, 2003, almost 20 years, 23 years from me.
Awesome, awesome. So, with your organization, what is it that you provide to these artists?
So we're a one-stop shop. One
Mm-hmm.
Nation Under God Records. We are a label, which we have one artist signed to our label right now, Miss K Soul.
Yes,
We also provide label services. So on the other side of our label, it's giving you anything you need from A to Z, whether it's mixing and mastering, publishing, whether it's management, whether it's booking, whether it's artist development, whether it's studio engineering, vocal training, making your own T-shirt line. We do graphics as well. So we do a variety amount of services for artists that don't want to be signed to a label, and they
mm,
pretty much just want the services of a label.
I like it. I like it. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And you said you're located in Atlanta, so if and you're actually looking for other artists as well to be a part.
Yeah, well, we look for clean
Mhm.
artists. We do multi genres, anything from rap, gospel, Christian hip hop, country, whatever it is, as long as it's pleasing. We don't talk about a lot of the other things, killing and all that.
That's right.
Um, but our artists that we try to allow them to become a part of our family and really understand how we understand the music business. We I try to keep more of a ministry over industry mindset,
Mm-hmm. That's good.
knowing that you gotta play by both rules though. You know what I'm saying? I
Mm-hmm.
have to be who I am in a society in which I'm not too accustomed to.
Mm-hmm.
But I've been successful in that by just in putting the right people around me, God allowing the right people to come forth and show me the ropes or show me different things about the business. So in 20 years, that's a long time. That's
Yeah.
a couple of decades. So I feel like whenever you do one thing long enough,
Mm-hmm.
you'll be able to create and cultivate that same atmosphere wherever you go.
That's right.
So it's about, even artists though, they need to learn to, for one, leave their DNA where they go.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
That's right.
that is, just because there's five people in the audience at your show, don't mean that each five of them people can't know who you are when they leave that venue.
That's right.
It's not about quantity in this business. It's about being able to effectively communicate with the people that say they follow you the most.
That's right.
And oftentimes we lose those because we're so worried about what everyone thinks about us or the ways of the world. And I don't live there, and
Right.
Andrew says kingdom after. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just here, on vacation. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I kind of live my life. I live my life by, making sure I understand what God is saying to me. Because He can talk to me all day, but if I don't understand it, then He's just talking. You know
That's
what I'm
right.
saying?
That's right.
That's just like anybody, but not only understanding, but making sure that I carry out who He's called me to be.
Mm-hmm.
Oftentimes they ask me, why you walk around like you got a mean mug on your face? Or I've also been called like the Suge Knight of gospel music.
Right.
It's not necessarily, it's my demeanor is who God made me though. He took me for who I am.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have to go sit. Let me not say that. I didn't have to go do some things I didn't have to do in order to become who God called me to
Come
be.
on, sir.
He was already ready to use me how I was. And
That's right.
so you just come as you are to Him and He'll change you. And that's anybody and anything.
Mm-hmm.
The thing about it is, as artists, we get complacent on looking at what everybody else is doing. You know, we like to we watch the BET Awards, and next week we trying to do the BET Awards. We're not ready for that.
Right.
So I'm just talking. I'm sorry. So a couple
No,
of tips
good. I love it.
is learn to be who you are.
Mm-hmm.
Learn to be happy with God, where God has placed you. Now, understand this. There's a janitor, you know what I'm saying, but there's also a lead in the choir.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's right.
Both the same and wait to God. We don't think so because the janitor just cleans up after everybody else, but that minister of music is singing for the Lord. But then those positions are just as great for God.
That's right.
Look at him as the pay no higher. He don't look at it as that you're doing what I need you to do in that time and life. And some artists need to understand that sometimes it's time for me to sit down and write, and sometimes it's time for me to move forward and be before the people.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, if we're not giving our all to what we do, then we only should expect half back in return.
That's good.
You know, another thing that I just want to, you know, just give inspiration to the artists about is you were meant to be you. And I say that because, again, oftentimes we want what others have, but we can't walk in the footsteps that they went through to get it.
That's right.
You know, from a cancer survivor, from a man that's been diagnosed with various different things all his life, from a man that's been homeless, from a man that's been shot, from a man that's been through things that he would never ever tell people about because it's, you know, but those weren't my stories for me. Those were my stories to help other people that went through. And artists need to understand that too. You have a book of stories that you say you write down. Nothing should be fabricated. If you don't use a gun, don't put. I use a gun in my story.
Right.
You know, my song. You know, be true to who you are.
Right.
You know, this is a spiritual thing. This is something that comes from somewhere that's never been before. Just like when God created the heavens and the earth, there were none before until He said it. So we have to respect it as that. And I think oftentimes we don't. You know, we make songs in a life that we don't live. Or we make songs about people we never met or don't know. And then we wonder why we only have 7 likes on our video.
That's right.
You know what I mean? The big number one thing is if you're operating in the kingdom, and if you're saying you're doing it for somebody that's not, that you can't see or hear, I should feel it in your music.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And then stop saying what it ain't. You know, if it ain't gospel, if it ain't this, don't worry about giving it a title. Make music. You know, that's my 2023 resolution for every artist. Just music. Because I think God is getting real tired of hearing that traditional church choir.
Ooh, come on.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he's out there. Like, give me some. God is so creative. He's so elemental. He's so universal.
Yes.
We get so complacent because we feel like God still wants this. But why are we not the ones that try to go ahead? We could never please Him because He made us and He called us good. But why we as artists go ahead and try to do something different that will give God a new sound and a new praise?
Yes.
You know, I could go on and on about the things that are just going through my mind, and I don't even know why I don't talk like this.
I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
Just, you know, I'm a kind of, I like to lay back a little bit and just watch everybody else. But oftentimes, I guess when the cameras come on, the spirit is, I got something to say, you didn't know it.
That's right.
I also want to say this too. Those artists that are looking for the spotlight are the ones that are often exposed. Because that's the only thing that the light gonna do to you is expose. So if you ain't living in the right way, and again, it go back to your music and how real you are with it. Are you saving souls or are you killing folk? You know what I'm saying? Are you really healing the nation, or are you adding to the mental torment that they go through on a day-to-day basis anyway? You know, if your music ain't changing lives for the better and it's not improving a situation, then it's not music that's changing the world.
That's right.
You know, it may change a person because, you know, they still living in that. You know, but that's only helping them stay worse, not getting better. So yeah, those are the things that I have to say at this very present time.
I love it. You said a lot, but it is so meaningful. Being your own unique self that God has created you to be, being kingdom minded, not duplicating what's already out there, but you know, our God is creative. So He's given us that creative spirit. Be creative as God has given you. Right. And then the message of the song, there's always a message behind the music and the words as well. So be true to who you are.
Exactly.
I love it. And then use your own experience versus somebody else's experience and sing or rap or whatever it is that you do for the glory of God.
Absolutely.
I love it. I love it. I love the way, because all of the artists that I have spoken with, they love One Nation because I think the atmosphere that you set the standard you set, the value that you have, and then it releases them as far as booking, or you handle that part of it. And I'm pretty sure you do your research, to make sure those connections are good connections. And so they're very grateful for you. And so I was excited to have you on, so people can know who you are and what you do. And if someone's interested, to bring them into the family. But the resources and connections and the knowledge that you have shared today is phenomenal. It's phenomenal. So, what is next for One Nation? Y'all do a lot. So, do you only do those services for your artists, or do you do some of the services even though people may not be your artists?
Yeah, so certainly. Again, I only have one artist signed to my label in this case.
Okay.
So everyone else, they're just getting our label services. I have
Okay.
like seven clients, 7 or 8 clients at the time.
Mhm.
Glory be to God for just them entrusting me with working with them.
Yeah.
Spreading my wisdom and knowledge. I will say this though, that artists have to understand whether they're a part of the music business or the church choir.
I love it.
That's very heavy on me right now.
Yeah.
A lot of artists that I'm around with, I'll say, hey, you just part of the church choir. See, because being a music artist is totally different than being the church minister.
Mm-hmm.
Being in the music business will change the world. Being a church choir minister will change your church.
Yes.
What mission are you on? Where has God placed you at? Because He's placed us in those places too.
Mm-hmm.
There was only one Michael Jackson. There's only one person that could have wrote the song called "Beat It."
Mm-hmm.
He didn't ask Sam Cooke to write "Beat It" at the time.
That's right. That's right.
He asked Michael to write it. And
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people take that as if I can do everything because they have this new filter called TikTok, a filter called Facebook. But at the end of the day, you're still only who you are.
That's right.
Nobody else. You can't jump out my skin and jump into somebody else's. You know what I'm saying? So
That's right.
being true to who you are, will only do one thing for you. If you do something long enough, you'll eventually be successful at it. But then, how do you measure success?
Mm-hmm.
Is it time or is it opportunity? First of all, what God told me to do, because when I'm doing what God told me to do, He'll give me out more ideas.
That's right.
Opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I look for. That's my reward. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Which hopefully, one day make me some income. But
right.
We don't ever have that mindset to wait the process out. And we write the song, we go in the studio, we record the song, we get the song out, it's mixed and mastered now, but then we have no place to put it. Because we miss God. Because we're sitting there thinking too much about what we should do and not what we shouldn't be doing. And oftentimes I've seen a lot of artists get in trouble there. So again, I just want to encourage, as much as I can be. They always say the greatest encouragers are the ones that have probably went through some of the most traumatic things in life.
That's right.
The greatest comedians are the ones that have experienced depression and been weighed down by life's objectives. Well, all I say is that living the life that you live, remember that every step is ordered, every song you're ever going to write is going to be written, and that you're going to continue on doing what you're supposed to do, whether it be good for you or whether it be bad for you. We have to expect that with God, but knowing that when it's bad, that He's always there with us, going through the bad with us. The biggest thing that one can do as an artist right now is to just stay connected to God.
That's right.
I don't care what type of music you make. I feel like He's the inspiration for it all. Because it comes from a place that we never created. We've never been here before. We heard this, there's a new song out right now. By Beyonce, I think. I can't think of the name of the song. I don't really, but she's trending. You know what I mean? Because she's came to an element to where anything I put out, you're gonna listen to it because of the things that I've done before your eyes, the transparency that you have in my life. Now you can see a little bit of my kids. You know what I mean? So her whole life is now fueled around making sure that you know what she's doing, so that when she drops one record 3 days from now, I don't care if it's 3 days from now, no promotion, that everybody rushing to the store to get it. It's because she's left her DNA in places that have now manifested.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of artists, they want to be beat, or Beyonce, or they want to be Kirk Franklin. They want to be these big artists, but they don't even understand what they have to go through to get there.
Come on, sir.
So my goal, working with the artists that I work with, and I hope that you've also seen, they're all phenomenal in their own outright.
Mm-hmm.
For the fact that they really want and they really do music. You know what I'm saying? It's almost a lifestyle to them.
Yeah.
And so it makes it easier to work with them. It makes it easier to get opportunities for them when they're doing just as much as me on their end as I am on my.
That's right.
So we're a partnership. I never enter anything saying I'm your boss.
Mm-hmm.
I always say we're partners in this. We're family. So let's work this thing together to get you out before the most people that we can.
Yeah.
And all in all, anything we do for Christ, that's what they say, right?
That's right. That's right.
So in our long-lasting relationships and our long-lasting doings, as long as we continue to make sure that we're putting everything we can into it and do it by love, then we'll change the situation. And that's how I try to talk to, act around. And I ain't the nicest person in the world. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'll make some things that you don't like on a Monday, but Tuesday love you. I always try to keep it 100%. I know they say keep it real, or I'm over that. I'm just gonna be exactly who I am every day.
That's right.
Like me or not. And I'm just gonna be real with you. And I'm gonna tell you when your music ain't good. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you when it's excellent. I feel like that's how you get the best out of somebody, the artist. That's how you pull everything that God put into them, by being not only a critique, but also the one that also praises too. But you have to be honest in both. You can't hear something you don't like and say, "Oh, I like that right there," and you really don't like it.
That's right.
But all in all, it's just about me, myself, one nation under God. Really, just I don't even want to build paths no more. I want to build buildings for artists. I want to tear down all these idiocracies and all these theories of you got to pay to play. I want to tear down all these things about getting the streams, and what happened to the real talent? What happened to the talent when I was watching these videos from when Gladys Knight and the Pips were at concerts, and all of them were just supporting each other and standing waiting on their turn to get on stage, and it wasn't all this, in that. I'm looking for the real talent again, and I don't think that we actually get it. I think it's actually subdued by the fact that I got to watch you on TikTok and see you get a million, something I don't agree with. Glorify the wrong things, and it's our eyes have been accustomed to it too. I can say I believe 159 days out of the year. I can say I'm 360 days out of the year. But my be accustomed to the things that I see, but does it control me? So I have to move closer to it to feel better about myself.
Wow.
Even as an artist, listening to other artists. And I know other artists, like gospel artists, probably listen to R&B. Maybe hip hop. But it's, who are you? And how is your purpose? Because again, all music was created in my purpose, in my understanding, to glorify the one who gave it.
Yeah.
And I believe Satan gives songs to these artists too, so they glorify him. But at the end of the day, it came from a place that you never had before. You're about to create something that's never been.
I love
it. And being all that, you have to watch out from the everywhere and every angle.
Yeah.
Trust yourself, and also artists, don't let your own self get in the way.
Woo, that's good.
Push you nowhere fast. You'll be sitting there writing the same song for 7 years. Get out your way and realize you don't do it for yourself. See, a lot of artists, they get on stage and be upset because they gave a bad performance. But if that's the best that you could do, then God is. Sometimes we write that song, we miss a note. Well, I feel like God planned that too. You're always great. You can never be better.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? So being in the music business is a process. It's from first grade to kindergarten.
Yeah.
From starting to 12th grade. And if you're not willing and able to walk the whole graduate, then you really are only a on-the-shelf artist, I guess you would say.
Ooh.
Only that was here for a season and time, because we have those too. And they're called wonders. You know what I'm saying? But we want to make music beyond that one hit. We want to make music that changes the world. And you can't change the world with one record. You know, you can't change the world with one album. This has to be consistent and constant. Just for the every day, there's something negative being put out there that's going to go the message that you have.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I say all this to artists just for the fact that, man, if you continue on doing the same thing, you will finally reach this manifestation. You to reach the stages that Kurt Franklin's seen, but you'll see the stages that God has called you to see.
That's right.
You know, not necessarily be happy with that, because you should always strive for more. God do more. He says exceedingly and abundantly.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ride on his exceedingly abundantly, because my exceedingly abundantly will only take me as far as my mind can think.
That's right.
But his will take me past what I can think, what I know, or what I have even seen. So, you know, just from a management, from a label perspective, the music business has to change, or God will change it himself.
I love it. I love it. I love the mindset. I love what you have going on. I love that you're in place to do what it is that God has called you to do. Because you know, after a while, the music started to sound the same, and you know, and you're like, okay, I need something new, you know. And there's so much more out there. So I am grateful for the individual that you are, and then you could see and hear and pull from that out of your artists or whoever that you're connected with, to embrace what God has had for them, in their own uniqueness and their own in God's will, but in their own uniqueness. That's awesome. So if somebody was interested in being a part or want to connect with you, have questions, or maybe be provide or get any of your services, how can they do that?
Well, the best way is always to send me an email, onenationundergodinc@gmail.com. My telephone number is 706-386-6932, or connect with me on social media.
Wait, did you say 3932?
No, that's right, 386-6932. That's correct.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, or definitely connect with me on social media, Instagram on One Nation 15, Facebook One Nation Under God Records, or my name, Bryan Erby. Those are the best ways to probably connect with me. I'm on social media a lot because I'm always looking, searching, and seeing. But yeah, and just know that I only work with serious artists. So if you're not serious about what you do, don't expect me to.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Awesome, awesome. So is there anything else you have coming up this year? Do you do any workshops? Give us some of that information.
Yeah, so on the month of October, the 28th and the 29th, 2022, we will celebrate our 10th annual ONU Music Festival. It'll be here in the city of Atlanta, Georgia, actually Griffin, Georgia, which is 55 minutes right outside of Atlanta, Georgia. We'll be celebrating, worshiping, partying, performing on the lake this year at the Lake Pavilion in Griffin, Georgia. So I'm super excited about that.
Yeah.
We do have a submission fee, so please send in your submissions again to onenationundergodinc@gmail.com. Somebody will reply back to you if you are approved and accepted for the festival, because we do have a standard that we're trying to live by as well. But also, just connect with us, man. Like if you need artist services, if you're looking for promotions on your next record, we also do distribution, we do publishing, we do marketing, promotions, we do booking. If you need those services, you need those items, you need those things, you don't know where to go, you don't know what you're doing, hey, connect Under God Records. Hey, I promise you I'm not perfect, but I try to do the best I can to help you get to where you're going. And again, my email is onenationundergodinc@gmail.com. 706-386-6932 is my phone number. 10th annual ONUG Music Fest. Lock it on your calendar now. October 28th and 29th. We plan to have vendors, food, fun, games, great performances. Our feature act, K-So. Our other feature acts that will be mentioned later. Like, it's going to be a fandoozle of a time.
Awesome. Wonderful. So his information is on the screen. Make sure you connect. He does a lot of great things going on. Festival coming up in Georgia. You said Griffin, Georgia, right?
Mm-hmm.
Griffin, Georgia. Awesome. So leave us with a word of encouragement.
A word of encouragement. First, well, can I leave too?
Yes, for sure.
We have to get into the we have to learn to encourage ourselves.
Mm-hmm. For sure that.
And we have to learn to be able to pull ourselves to the side and say, hey, I know what it looks like, man, but it ain't that.
Mm-hmm.
We've been here before, and God has pulled us through.
Come on.
And then the second thing I want to leave is specifically the artists. There was only one you. We already got Mary.
That's right.
We already got Martin, and we already got Luther.
Mm-hmm.
We need you. We need you to continue to follow God and lead you to who you are. Get him to your purpose. Get him to understand why he called you. Get him to understand who he has you to minister to or who your audience is.
Mm-hmm.
I need you to get ready to go to work. Right?
Right.
Don't have a lot of time. I mean, it's 2022.
That's right.
We're living a whole long time. He coming soon. And
Yeah.
closer, you know, but your purpose, and realize that your purpose is your passion. The things to do are oftentimes parts of your purpose. The things that really just move your heart, the things that really just you can't live with it. You can't see it the same.
That's right.
Kids continue to be this or you can't. That's your purpose. That's your, you know, and mine happens to be music, you know. And it's one thing that I honestly can say I really didn't care about. That's how I know it was God-given passion. I would still be out there in the world somewhere, probably doing things I ain't had no business doing. I put his hands on you. You can't stay the same.
Come on, sir.
It's like going up against a razor. You're going to get slashed every time.
Oh, yeah.
When you truly find your essence and who you are, and you start even when things don't seem like, I got a festival October 28th.
Yeah.
And I don't know what the turnout going to be, but guess what? I'm going to walk up to that door.
Yeah.
Door, and hopefully everything I plan, because being with God, you got to plan too.
That's right.
You're one of the greater planners when in God's kingdom, because he's a planner too. And make a plan and go to work. That's my.
I love it. You do your part and God to do his part. And he gets all the glory, and that's for sure. Awesome. Well, listen, I am grateful to have this opportunity with you. I'm grateful for what you're doing and connecting with the individuals that you've connected with. I'm so excited of what God is going to continue to do in you and through you to make this world a better place. And so I'm grateful again to meet you. You all stay connected. I'm gonna put this information out there again. One Nation Under God Inc. at gmail.com. Make sure you email him. He's got a festival coming up, so submit your information. And he's looking for serious artists, which I love that. All right, and so he's there to help if you want help, if you're in the right state of mind and really have a desire to do what it is God has for you to do. So definitely stay connected with him. One Nation Under God. Mr. Bryan Erby is in the house. I'm grateful for this opportunity. Thanks again for coming and being my special guest on today.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. So hold tight. Don't go anywhere. I'm going to turn it over to my sponsors, and we're going to go from there. So hold tight. I am Deloris Williams with Divine Connections. Make sure you stay connected to the number one divine connector, which is Jesus Christ. Hold tight.
Hey, we've got exciting news from Divine Connections Marketing Services. Now you can create your own custom video commercial for your business or organization. It's time for you to win. Your product or service is someone's solution. So get the attention of your potential customers now. Choose from a 30 or 60-second commercial today. Just email us at divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com and we can get started. Connect today and let's get started making your custom video commercial now. Divine Connections magazine. Get major exposure for your business. Is someone looking for your service? Do you need networking? Are you a gospel artist or a ministry? Do you have a major event that you want to promote? Divine Connections magazine has the solution for you. We can distribute to residents, businesses, churches, and online. Don't miss this opportunity to expand your marketing locally and around the world. Find out more about us at divineconnectionsmagazine.com. Get your spot in the next issue of Divine Connections magazine by emailing us for details at divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com.
Make sure to like us on Facebook at Divine Connections Marketing. Follow us on Instagram at Divine Connections.
Let's get it started now.